Okay, so good morning. I am again your instructor in computer programming C++, and we will be proceeding to our lesson 4, making decisions. So in our lesson, we have 8 topics. So those are the relational operators, the if-else statement, expanding the if statement, the if-else statement, nested if statement, the if-else if statement, and logical operators and the switch statement. So what are the learning outcomes at the end of this lesson? You will be able to understand and explain the use of relational and logical operators and evaluating expressions, write and evaluate expressions using relational and logical operators, understand the principles of if, else, if, and switch statements to control the flow of a program using relational expressions, apply and use the principles of relational operators, relational expressions in controlling the flow of an application using if, else, if, and switch statements. Implement selection controlling using if, else, if, and switch statements, and write programs using various conditions constructs. So let's proceed to our topic 1, the relational operation. So relational operators are used to comparing expressions, evaluates to either true or false. To evaluate the comparison between two expressions, we can use the relational and equality operators. The result of an operational operator is a Boolean value that can be true or false. So these are the expressions and these are the meaning of the relational operators. So greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and not equal to. So relational operators in simplest term is allowing you to compare numeric and character values and determine whether one is greater than, less than, equal to, or not equal to sa isa't isa. So these are the examples of relational operators. So 5 is equal to 1. So how it reads is 5 equal to 1. So what it evaluates to? False, because 5 is equal to 1. 5 is not equal to 1. So 5 is greater than 1. Is 5 greater than 1? True, because 5 is greater than 1. So 5 is not equal to 1. So the answer will be, or it evaluates to, true, because 5 is not equal to 1. So 6 is greater than equal to 6, which is true because 6 is greater than or equal to 6. So 5 is less than 5, that would be false. So 5 is equal to 5. 5 plus 10 is equal to 3 times 5. So that would be true because 5 plus 10 would be 15 and equal to 3 times 5 will be 15 also. So 15 is equal to 15 is true. Okay, so 2 times 3 is greater than equal to 6. So that would be true because 2 times 3 is 6 and greater than equal to 6. So 6 is greater than equal to 6. So 3 plus 4 is greater than 2 times 6. That would be false because 3 plus 4 would be 7 and 2 times 6 would be 12. So 7 is greater than 12, so that is false. B is equals to 2 is equals to 2. So B assigned to 2 exactly equal to 2, that would be true. Okay, so this is the example of relational operators in character. So x is greater than y, is x less than y, is x greater than or equal to y, x less than or equal to y, and x is equal to y, or x is not equal to y. So example of relational expression. So lagyan natin ng value. So assumes that x is 10 and y is 7. So, x is greater than y because, false because x is not less than y. Sorry, less than to. Okay, so x is greater than, sorry, nagkabaliktaran silang dalawa. So, that would be x is less than y. That would be false because x is not less than y. So, x is greater than equal to y. That would be true because is x or 10 is greater than or equal to y or 7. So, x is less than equal to y. That would be false because x or 10 is less than or equal to y. And x not equal to y, that is true because x is not equal to y. So, this is the hierarchy of relational operators or yung kanilang precedence or precedence. So, kapag greater than, equal to, less than, and less than equal to, ang precedence nila is highest. Kapag equal to and not equal to, that would be lowest. So, this is the example. Example niya, z is equal to x less than y. So, z is assigned 0 because x is not less than y. Thus, assumes that x is 10 and y is 7. So, 10 is less than 7 is false. So, 0 ang kalalabasan ni z. So, C out, it displays 1 because 10 is greater than 7 or x is greater than y. So, A is equals to x less than equal to y. A is assigned 1 because x is not less than or equal to y. And B is equals to y not equal to x. B assigned 1 or true because y is not equal to x. So, let's proceed to the topic 2, the if statement. So, if statement has two structure. So, first is the sequence structure. The sequence structure refers to the line-by-line execution by which statements are executed sequentially in the same order in which they appear in the program. So, they might, for example, carry out a series of reading or write operations, arithmetic operations, or assignment to variables. So, this is the example of the sequence structure. So, line by line execution siya. So, C out, enter the length of the rectangle. So, magsi-CN ka na length. C out, enter the width of the rectangle. CN width, area is equals to length or operator tayo. Area is equals to length times width. So, C out niya yung answer. So, this is the sequence structure. The other one is the decision structure. So, ang decision structure is a construct in a computer program that allows the program to make decisions and change its behavior based on that decision. So, the decision is made based on the outcome of a logical test. So, a logical test is a calculation whose outcome is either true or false. So, in other words, decision structure has a conditions na. So, ito yung example ng decision structure. So, this in a diamond shape is the condition and this is the statement. So, condition, if it is cold outside, then statement niya, wear a coat and wear a hat. So, kapag ka no, ma-skip niyo tong statement na to. Okay, so if statement consists of a Boolean expression followed by one or more statements. So, it construct that enables a program to specify an alternative path of execution because meron na tayong condition. Kaya meron na siyang mga alternative paths ng pag-execute. So, supports the use of decision structure. So, ang if statement is, ang ginagamit niya is decision structure. So, giving a program more than one path of execution. So, ang if statement kasi can cause other statements to execute under a certain condition. So, kapag ka may condition, merong mga pagpipilian na statements yung program na i-execute. So, ito yung syntax niya. if condition, and then inside the braces is the statement. So, let's have a sample program. So, sample natin siya dito sa DevC. Okay. So, first, mag-sample tayo sa if statement. So, first line would be sharp include IO stream. And sharp include IO manip. So, kung natawag niyo yung IO manip is for the formatting. So, using namespace std int main. Int main. So, open braces. So, int main. Constant int high score is equals to 95. So, this is for the high score. So, let's have a variable for score. Int score 1, score 2, score 3. So, variable for the average. Average. This is to hold the average score. So, let us get the scores. So, cout, enter 3 test scores. And I will average them. Okay. So, cin, syempre naglabas tayo ng cout. So, mag-enter tayo na test scores. So, cin natin si score 1. Score 2. And score 3. Okay. So, after that, we will calculate the average. So, calculate natin yung average. Average, para malaman natin kung ano yung average score niya. So, average is equals to score 1 plus score 2 plus score 3. Score 3 divided by 3.0. So, ayan yung ating operator. So, cout natin, fix show point. Formatting na to. Set precision. Cout your score is, and then the average and line. Sorry. Okay. So, eto na siya yung program natin. So, maglalagay tayo ng condition. So, if average is greater than the high score, so, note lang na ang condition is always nasa open and close parenthesis and walang colon or walang semicolon sa dulo. So, if average is greater than the high score, then see out, congratulations. Congratulations. That's a high score. So, yan. Return 0. Okay. So, yan. So, kapag ka ang average, so, ito yung condition natin. If condition natin, ito. So, kapag ka ang average is greater than the high score, so, lalabas or mag-execute si cout, that's, congratulations, that's a high score. So, let's see. F11. If statement. So, wait lang natin sorry. Show point. Ano ba yan? Sorry, mali-mali yung aking spelling. Set precision. Ano ba? Set bobo na ako sa spelling, Yan. So, enter 3 scores and I will average them. So, enter ako ng 70, 80, 90. So, your score is 80. Okay. For example, 80. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi niya in-execute yung if-else statement kasi hindi greater than the high score yung kanyang score. For example naman, ang nilagay natin is 100, 100, and 100. So, your score is 100. Congratulations, that's a high score. Lumabas yung if statement kasi yung score natin is greater than the high score, which is 95. So, that is the if statement. Okay. So, let's proceed to our PowerPoint presentation. So, ito yung decision structure ni if statement. So, yung condition niya is yung average is greater than high score. So, kapag ka true, i-display niya, congratulations, that's a high score. Kapag ka false, ang i-display niya lang yung your score is and then the average. So, in lines 22 and 23, cause the congratulatory message to be printed if average is greater than the high score. So, kanina, tinry natin. So, yun na yung example. So, lesson 3 is the expanding the if statement. So, ano naman tong expanding the if statement? So, dito sa expanding the if statement, you can place as many statements as necessary as long as nasa loob siya ng braces. So, the if statement can conditionally execute a block statement enclosed in a braces. So, let's have a sample. Gamitin na lang natin yung sample kanina. So, ito. Lagay tayo ng braces dito. Ipasok natin siya sa loob. So, pwede ka pa maglagay dito ng isang cout. So, ito yung nested if statement. Congratulations, that's a high score. Ano pa yung lagay natin? You deserve a pat on the back. Yan. Okay. So, pwede ka pa maglagay ng ibang statement dyan. Cout. Burger. So, pwede yan. Okay. So, try natin. I-run. Okay. 100. Diba? Congratulations. That's a high score. You deserve a pat on what? Burger. Okay, ayusin natin. Lagyan natin ng \n sa dulo. And ay, bakit ayaw na? End line na lang. Nagdulo ko kasi itong aking so, yan. Kayo na lang bahalang mag-format. Nagdulo ko kasi itong aking Dev-C. Hindi siya compatible sa laptop ko. Okay, so, yan lang yung nested if statement. So, you can trace as many statements under the if statements as long as nasa loob siya ng brackets. Okay. So, if statement notes, if is a keyword and it must be lowercase. So, ang condition must always be in a open and close parenthesis. Do not place semicolon after the condition. And don't forget the braces around a multiple statement. And don't confuse equals or yung assignment doon sa comparison na equal to. Okay, so the if-else statements. So, kanina if lang, ngayon may else na. So, if-else statements can be followed by an optional else statement that executes when the Boolean expression is false. So, it allows a choice between statements depending on whether condition is true or false. So, this is the syntax of the if-else statement. So, condition, statements, if true, and else if the statement executed if the Boolean expression is false. So, if the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then if block of code will be executed. Otherwise, else block of code will be executed. So, how the if-else statement works? If condition is true, statement set 1 is executed. And statement set 2 is skipped. So, if condition is false, statement 1 is skipped and statement set 2 is executed. So, ito yung structure ni if-else. So, number is, sample natin mamaya sa program. Number is divided to 2 or modulus 2 is equal to 0. So, kapag ka true, i-indicate niya yung number is even, and kapag ka false, i-indicate niya yung that number is odd. So, try natin. Ay, naghang. Ayan. So, try natin to. Copy paste. Copy paste. Okay. So, cout tayo. Enter an integer. Enter an integer and I will tell you if it is I will tell you if it baba natin. If it is odd or even. So, siin tayo ng number. So, condition. If number is divided or divided by 2 and equal to 0, then cout natin number, cout number is even. Backslash. Okay. So, kapag yung number is divided, ano ba yun? Basta divided siya by 2 and equal to 0 or wala siyang remainder, isi-cout niya yung number and then it is even. Else, saan yung bracket? Else, cout natin yung number and then is odd. Yan. Okay. So, yan. So, cout, enter the integer, and I will tell you if it is an odd or even. So, cin, nag-enter tayo ng number. Kapag yung number is divided by 2, and wala siyang remainder or is equal to 0, then isi-cout niya yung number and is even. Or else, kapag hindi naman siya divided by 2 and not equal to 0, ang isi-cout niya is si else. So, si if-else statement kasi, kapag true, i-execute niya si if statement. Kapag false, kapag true, i-execute niya si if statement, skip niya si else statement. Kapag false, execute niya si else statement, skip niya si if statement. Okay, so let's try. If else. Bakit mali? Number. C in. Ito siya. Hindi siya mag-run. Mali ako. Wait lang. So, yan. Ay, may pa rin. Wait lang. See out. Else. Bakit yan? Close. Open, close. Open, close. Open. Here, return 0 is not declared in this else. Tama naman. So, yun. Niloko na naman siya. Pero, ayan yung kanyang syntax ng if-else statement. Ayan siya. Okay. So, ang nested if statement naman is nested if statement is always legal to nest if-else statements, which means you can use one if or else if statement inside another if or else if statements. So, example niya, or ito yung syntax niya, condition, if condition, so it executes when the Boolean expression is true, and statements will execute if the Boolean expression is true. So, meron siyang condition under certain condition. So, yan yung nested if statement. So, ito yung structure ni nested if statement. So, condition, if it's false, then lalabas yung statements na false. If it's true, it will have another condition. And then, kapag false, ilalabas niya yung statement na false, and kapag true, lalabas niya yung statement na true bago niya pa mailabas yung statement, meron pa siyang isang condition. So, nested ito dito siya. Let's try or let's have a sample sa nested if statement. Dito na lang pala. Using namespace is so cout int main pa pala. Int main. So cout answer the following questions. Wait. Nagde-declare muna pala tayo ng variable. Character employed. This is for currently employed. So, recent grad. So, ito naman for the recent grad. Cout answer. With Y for yes or N for no. Yan. Cout. Ayan. So, cout, are you employed? Are you employed? So, siin natin yung employed. So, cout have you graduated from college? So, yes or no lang ang isasagot natin dito. Ay. So, are you employed in college? So, employed siya kung isasagot niya kung yes or no. So, have you graduated from college? So, siin natin yung recent grad. Recent grad. Have you graduated from college in the past 2 years? Ayan. So, siin natin yung recent grad. And, magkakaroon na tayo ng condition. So, if recent grad is equal to y, so nested if statement, cout you are qualified for the special interest interest rate. Yan. So, kapag yung recent grad is equals to yes, isi-see out niya yung you are qualified for the special interest rate. Else, execute niya si you must have graduated from college in the past 2 years. So, kapag hindi naman, kapag no yung sinagot niya, ilalabas niya si else statement. So, see out. Okay. Years qualify. So you must have graduated from college in the past 2 years to qualify. So, ayan na siya. If else pa lang yan. So, nalagay tayo ng isa pang else statement. Ito yung tinatawag na nested if-else statement. So, under a certain condition, there is another condition. So, else, see out, you must be employed to qualify. So, turn 0. So, ayan siya. So, kapag ito yung nested if statement. So, mapapansin nyo, marami siyang else. So, pwede ka rin naman maglagay ng isa pang if dito and isa pang else. So, pwede. So, yan yung nested. So, ito, kapag sinagot niya pag sinagot niya recent grad, for example, sinagot niya dito is, are you employed? Ang sinagot niya is yes. So, isi-see out niya yung have you graduated from college for the past 2 years. So, kapag sinagot niya din dyan is yes. So, ang lalabas dyan is you are qualified for this special interest rate. So, pagka no naman, ang sinagot niya dito sa are you employed? Yes. Have you graduated from college in the past 2 years? Pag no, and then, ang isasagot niya, you must graduated from college in the past 2 years to qualify. So, kapag dito naman, are you employed? Kapag sinagot niya dyan is no agad, and then, you must be employed to qualify. Ang ilalabas niya agad na statement. So, try natin. May error na naman siya. So, expected, qualified. Okay naman. Bakit may mali na naman siya? May error din. So, basta yun yan siya. Ayaw niya mag-run dito. Nagkaka-problema talaga siya. So, yan. So, yan, na-explain ko naman na kanina. So, yan yung nested if. So, ulitin ko lang. Ang nested if is condition under a condition. So, yan yung nested if niya. So, kapag ang sinagot niya dito, are you employed? Ang CE niya is no. And then, ang lalabas or ang i-execute niya is yung you must be employed to qualified. So, kapag ang nilagay niya dito is yes, and then lalabas yung have you graduated from college in the past 2 years. So, kapag ang in-enter ni user is yes, and then lalabas yung you are qualified for this special interest. So, kapag no naman, kapag no ang nilagay niya sa recent college or dito sa you have graduated from college, kapag no, and then ang ilalabas niya is you must have graduated from college in the past 2 years to qualify. So, that is the nested if else statement. So, yung if-else statement. So, next is the nested if-else-if statement. So, the expression is evaluated from the downward as soon as the expression evaluates to true. The statement associated with it is executed, and the rest of the ladder is a bypass or skip. If none of the expressions are true, the final else gets executed. So, ito yung structure ni nested if. So, if expression is true, then ilalabas niya yung statement 1. Pag false, magkakaroon siya ng another statement or another condition, and then kapag ka-true yung expression, and then ilalabas niya yung statement 2. Kapag ka-false naman, and ilalabas niya yung final statement. So, yun siya. Okay. So, wait. Let's have a sample again sa nested if statement. So, nested if-else-if statement. Pero ayaw na naman mag-gara na ito. Okay, so int main constant integer a score is equals to 90. B score is equals to 80. C score is equals to 70. So, kung napapansin nyo, meron siyang underscore kasi may space. So, pwede kayo maglagay ng space basta meron siyang underscore sa gitna. Parang ito yung nagsiserve as space. Is equals to 60. So, ito yung variable natin. So, let's get the numeric test scores. CO enter numeric test score. Enter numeric test score, and I will sobrang mahaba to. Baba lang natin kasi masyadong mahaba. I will tell you letter, sorry, the letter grade you earned. Okay. Yan. So, ito na yung determine the letter grade. This is to determine the letter grade. Condition. If test score ay, nag-declare ba ako ng test score? Sabi ko nga, hindi ako nag-declare ng test score. So, int test score. Int test score is greater than equal to A score. Then, C out niya your grade is A. Nested if, nested if. And nested if else. And else if test score is greater than equal to B score, then C out niya is your grade is B. So, else if test score is greater than equal to C score, then ang isi-C out nyo naman is your grade is B, is C. So, ito yung nested if-else statement. If-else-if statement. Isa pang else-if para sa D. Test score is greater than equal to D score. Then, C out niya is your score, your grade pala, is D. Else, ito yung final else niya. Ilalabas niya or i-execute niya your grade is F or failed. So, return 0. Hindi na naman ang mali niya. Bago lang dito. Yan naman yung mali niya. Bahala ka doon. Tabad ako mag-debug. So, explain ko na lang dito. So, ito is using nested if-else-if statement. So, if-else-if is ito yung para matest natin yung conditions in a simpler to a test of series of conditions with the if-else-if statements done with a set of nested if-else statements. So, ito yung sample ng program ni nested if-else-if statement. So, ang program na to is uses an if-else-if statements to assign a letter grade, A, B, C, D, or A, B, C, D, or F to a numeric test scores. So, nag-declare tayo ng variables A score, B score, C score, and D score, which is 90, 80, 70, and 60. So, kapag ka nag-enter tayo ng numeric test scores dito, and ang nilagay natin is greater than or equal to the declared variable. So, yun ang ilalabas niya. Or else, kapag wala siya sa 90, 80, 70, 60, kapag wala siya dyan, so, ang number na or ang mag-execute na statement is your grade is F. So, yun yung nested if-else-if statement. Hindi siya mag-run eh. So, next, topic 7 is the logical operator. So, sa logical operators, ang logical operators are used to creating relational expressions from other relational expressions by combining two or more relational expressions into a single expression that evaluates either true or false. So, itong and operator, ang meaning niya is and. So, example niya, expression and expression 2. So, it connects two expressions into one. So, both expressions must be true and the overall expressions to be true. So, sa and operator, dapat parehas silang true para ang overall expressions ay maging true. So, sa or operator naman, para maging true ang operators, ang expressions, ang overall expression niya, para maging true, dapat one or both expressions must be true. So, sa not naman, nire-reverse niya yung true expressions into false. At the same time, nire-reverse niya yung false expression into true. So, let's have a sample. So, the end operator is known as the logical AND operator. So, it takes two expressions as operand and creates an expression that is true only when both sub-expressions are true. So, example niya. So, the statement, this statement, example ng AND operator. So, if the temperature is less than 20 and minutes is greater than 12, so if either test is false, the entire expression will be false and the sealed statement is not executed. So, kapag ka may isa dyang false, for example, ang nilagay mo dito is 25, so not less than, hindi na siya less than 20. So, false na siya. So, hindi mag-execute yung cout natin. So, kailangan parehas na true yung ilalagay nating statement para maging true ang expression natin. So, for example, if ang nilagay na ang in-input natin dito ang expression natin dito is 19 and 15. So, parehas siyang true. So, ang magiging ang evaluation niya or ang magiging evaluate niya is ito, or ang ma-execute niya is ito, yung the temperature is in danger zone. So, ayan yung end operator. So, sa end operator, ang lagi niya lang tandaan is true and true. True and true lang. Kasi pag true and false, true na siya agad. So, ito yung truth table of end operator. So, true and false is false. False and true is false. False and false is false. And true and false is, true and true is true. So, yung OR operator naman, this is the example of OR operator. So, sa OR operator, either one of the expression is true, ang magiging overall expression niya is true. So, the cout statement will be executed if the temperature is less than or temperature is greater than 100. So, if either relational test is true, the entire expression is true. So, yun yung sa OR. Ito yung truth table ni OR operator. So, true or true or false is true. False or true is true. False or false is false. And true is true. Basta sa OR expression, basta meron siyang true, ang sagot niya, ang expression niya, ang value ng expression niya is true. So, sa not operator naman, yung expression niya is nire-reverse. Kapag true yung expression, magiging false siya. So, ito yung truth table niya. Kapag true, false, and kapag false, true. So, ito yung example ng logical operation natin. So, 5 is equal to 5 and 6 is not equal to is equal to 2. So, the answer would be true because both operands are true. So, kasi 5 is equal to 5, true, and 6 is not equal to 2 is true din. So, true ang kanyang value. So, next is 5 is greater than 1 or 6 is less than 1. So, the answer would be true because one operand is true. Yung 5 is greater than 1 is true and 6 is less than 1 is false. So, true or false is true because sabi ko kanina sa OR operator, basta merong true, ang expression niya or ang value niya would be true. So, next is 2 is equal to 1 and 5 is equal to 5. So, false and true. Dito naman sa end, kapag may false, false na agad ang sagot niya. So, false and true is false. So, 5 is equal to, 5 is not equal to, 5 is not, 5 is not equal, 5 is equal to 4. So, not ang expressions niya, that would be true because the operand is false. Kasi 5 is equal to 4, that is true. Kaya ang magiging sagot niya is, that is false. Kaya ang magiging sagot niya is true. So, 2 is equal to 2, or 2 is equal to 3, and 4 is equal to 4. So, true, false, true. True or false or true. So, dalawa yung true niya, kaya ang sagot niya is true. Kasi OR operator. Because two operands are true. So, dito naman, true, false, true. That would be true kasi OR operator. Basta may true, true ang value niya. So, 3 is greater than 1 and 3 is less than 5. So, that would be false. That would be true. Sorry, that would be true kasi 3 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1. That is true. And 3 is less than 5. That is true again. So, true and true, that would be true. Sorry, mali yan. So, 5 is greater than equal to 2. And 5 is less than equal to 4. So, true and false, that would be false. So, that is our logical operators. So, ayan, another logical operation example. So, dito naman tayo sa switch statement. So, switch statement allows us to execute a block of code among many alternatives. So, it uses the value of an integer expression to determine the statements to execute, and it many sometimes be used instead of if-else-if statements. So, kung nakita nyo kanina yung if-else-if statements, so, marami siyang codes, di ba? Ganyan. So, dito sa switch statement, mas ginagamit siya kaysa sa if-else-if kasi mas madali siya. So, may case by case value siya. So, ito yung kanyang decision structure. So, expression, and then case 1, case 2, and then the default case. So, how it works? So, int expression is evaluated. The value of int expression is compared against expression through expression. So, if int expression matches the value, so the program branches to the statements of the following. So, let's have a sample para maintindihan natin. Dito na lang rin. So, sharp include, hashtag include IOString. Sorry, mali na. Hashtag include IOString. Using namespace. Okay. So, int main. So, character choice. So, this switch statement tells the user something he or she already knows. So, the data just entered. So, character choice, cout, sorry. Enter A, B, or C. in choice. So, switch choice. So, case A. Cout you entered A. Okay. Break. Case B. Cout you entered B. Break. Case C. Cout you entered C. Backslash. Sorry. Default cout. You did not enter A, B, or C. So this branch to if the user enters anything other than A, B, or C. So, kapag hindi A, B, or C, yung kanyang in-enter, so, ito yung lalabas, yung default. So, ito yung syntax or codings ng if-else, ng switch statement. So, try natin kung mag-run na nga. Ayan, A, B, or C. So, example C, you did not enter kasi small letter yung in-enter ko. B. You entered B. Okay, so, for example, I entered F. So, you did not enter A, B, or C. So, kapag if-else, if ang ginamit natin dyan, ganito ang magiging mangyayari dyan. So, if choice is greater than, if choice is equal to C out, you enter letter C. So, ganyan yung magiging itsura kapag if-else, if statement ang ginamit. So, much better gamitin tong switch statement. So, case by case lang siya. So, case and the default. So, ito yung else, yung pinaka-else niya, yung else is sa switch is the default. So, yun. And, so, yan. That is the end of our lesson 4. So, if you have any questions, PM nyo lang ako sa ating group chat or PM nyo ako mismo sa personal account ko para mas mabilis ko kayong ma-replyan. Kasi sa GC, minsan is natatabunan yung mga questions nyo. So, huwag kayong mahiyang mag-ask ng questions kapag may hindi kayo naintindihan sa lesson natin. And our next meeting will be on lesson 6 and 7, supposedly. Kasi yung lesson 5 is recorded na rin ni Ma'am Ina. And we will have a short review or sa meeting natin, i-review namin kayo for the finals kasi alam namin mahirap na tong ating lesson. And the following lessons, mas lalong mahirap pa kasi mahirap study ang computer programming. So, kung kami nga na teacher is nahirapan din mag-self-study, ano pa kaya kayo? So, yun. Magkakaroon tayo ng short review for your final examination. So, sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag-exam, mag-exam na po kayo. Open po ang exam until ngayong araw. And yun lang po. If you have any questions, just PM. Thank you so much.